Alright guys, I have been getting a lot of requests from my stream to make a YouTube video pretty much on how to like predict spawns on Adrift when you're playing Capture the Flag, which is the only game type on this map, and it's imperative on like it's the most important. This is definitely the spawns on Adrift are mad, they're crazy. If you've ever played I mean any Adrift game before ever, even you know from the beginning of V1 to V2 to V3, and probably going to be even on V4. The spawns are very interesting. So even if sometimes you can be right here on their flag and they can spawn below you, but it's all about where your teammates are throughout the map is what is going to dictate where your opponents are going to spawn. So let's just say this is an ideal situation. There's 4 players dead, and you're running the flag. You just picked it up. You have a teammate who's watching big door, you have a teammate attic right here, and then you have someone maybe roaming around top middle trying to get the rockets or something like that. Alright, so you're in that situation, and you just pulled the flag. If you run the flag anywhere, no matter what, if you won the flag, if you get here to big door before they spawn, and your teammate top middle starts to kind of push towards their first and second door, which are, for those of you who don't know, this is their first door, and their second door is over there. If this is pretty much the spawn. This is where they will spawn every time. Sometimes they'll spawn here, sometimes they'll spawn here, sometimes they'll spawn here. Like they'll spawn everywhere throughout their small door hallway. If there is someone who is blocking these spawns right here, if there's anyone on your team that's around this general area, that's where they're gonna spawn. And if you have the flag carrier is up top here, right here, they're gonna spawn most likely. They could spawn below you. It's unlikely. They'll most likely spawn small door. Now, if you have someone who's in their small door, who's in their hallway, and you have a guy who's attic, and you have a guy who's like on your flag, and you're pulling it, that's the worst case scenario because they won't spawn here. They'll spawn very rarely, but it's the only pretty much the most forced spawn. They could potentially spawn right here. They could spawn down here. They could spawn right here. They could spawn here. They could spawn down here. And like if they get this spawn, then it's like gold. They could just sprint up and bam, they're already in your flag. Or if you're running the flag big door and you've just blocked small door spawn and attic or any of those spawns, then they can just literally wait for the flag carrier to come here, bounce a nade, and then get a kill and a stop. The goal of a drift flag is to make them spawn here. Like you want them to spawn. You want them to spawn here, and you will also, and just knowing where they're going to be. If they're not spawning their back flag, there's a 9 times out of 10 chance that they're going to be right here in this hallway. So if you try to pull the flag here, you're pretty much dead, especially if you have someone blocking that spawn. Because if you're coming around the corner right here with the flag, you're going to get faced with multiple grenades from this small hallway. So I recommend either running the flag attic or specifically just running the flag big door, forcing this spawn or their back stair spawn. Now this is something that you guys might see when you're watching my stream. When I start to pull the flag and someone's dead, if I'm the only person here, let's say you're trying to get a flank, I'm the only person here and there's 2 guys dead, and my team's on my side of the map, and I just started pulling the flag, they will spawn behind me. They will spawn right here and right there, and they will try to obviously sprint and nade you right off their spawn and stop the flag carry. So what you want to do is, if there's only 1 dead, you want to pull it looking here so that you can catch them while they're sprinting and get 3 or 4 pistol shots in them and just pretty much clean them up. Or you can just pretty much keep them at bay, and you're like, this is all you have to do. Once you turn this corner, you're set. You turn this corner, you make this jump right there over the little the hump pretty much, and your teammates should have your back by them, and then you're pretty much golden. So that's really how the spawn system works on this map when you're making a push or trying to pull a flag. The favoritism of spawns goes obviously right here in the back of their base. This is the first, and if there's anyone in their flag, then it automatically defaults to small door. They'll be here or right here, and they'll probably just push, grab that sniper rifle, and lift over to your flag, and they're already in your base. And if you're blocking this spawn, and you're blocking their base spawns, and you're blocking their attic, then they're going to spawn bottom middle by their lift, and then that's why the big door run will always fail if there's someone blocking the small door. You never want anyone on their small door or the small hallway when you're pulling a flag. Hopefully this will stop. This will help stop the 30-minute, 25-minute long, scrims and 15-minute long matchmaking games. So don't forget, if you guys liked the video, subscribe. I'll be making more. Pretty much just yeah, the top comment. If there's top comments that are liked that request another type of video you guys would like me to make, or another call out video, another spawn video, then I would love to make that video. So thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like.